G'day guys, welcome back to this week's episode. This is just going to be a little short one. I'm just going to show you how I fillet a trout using the Victorinox knives that I've got from the Knife Merchant. If you guys are after some really good quality knife for filleting to make the most out of your catch, definitely hit up the Knife Merchant. He's a local guy, so really make the most to support local guys. This is a 5-inch boning knife. I like them nice and small because it gives you a little bit more maneuverability around the fish. I'm also using the brisket knife as well. These are fantastic for skinning your fish. You don't have to worry about cutting through the skin. Alright, so when we start off, make sure you've got it nice and sharp. I've had this knife for about a year now, year and a half I think. And I've only ever used the steel to keep it sharp. And this thing is still like a razor. So you go in just behind the pectoral fin here. Just glide it up and then we're going to angle it towards the front of the head. There's a lot of meat still up in here. Then what we're going to do is angle our knife back towards the tail, just along that dorsal, and we're just going to slide it across. As you can see, these knives are super sharp. Loves to follow its edge. And then now that we've got that cut there, we're going to put our knife pretty much the length of the fish. We're not going in like this, so it's not going to go underneath the backbone and the spine. So we're just going to go in and just run our knife all the way back to the head. Then when we lift our fillet, you can see that it's just running straight across that spine there, the backbone. So what we're going to do is go all the way to the spine, and then as we lift up the fillet, we're just going to roll our knife along the back side of it, and that's going to follow it across again. Now that we've done this side, what we're going to do is flip it across. Trout have got quite a bulky head, so if we took off that fillet on the other side, it's going to make a bow. It makes it really hard to maximize the fillet on this side. So what, again, we're going to do our cut all the way to the front of the head. Then I like to start about halfway down. It's nice and easy to push it just under the skin there. And we're just going to push our knife to the front. And then we're going to do the same thing going back towards the tail. Then same as before, we're going to run our knife in a long ways towards the body, back towards the spine. And then with this side, we're going to keep going. So we pull the fillet up, get all that meat off. Then with the ribs here, they've got little lateral pin bones. So you break this first one, then you can roll that fillet up a lot better. And those pin bones go through nice and easy with these sharp knives. In the end, pop it through. Happy days. We have missed a little bit here, but we'll turn it over and see if we can make it a little bit better on this side. So again, same thing, pop through that pin bone, lift it up, and then we're just lifting the fillet and we're just running our knife along the meat just so it keeps going across. You've got these little anal bones. And there we go. That is a beautifully clean skeleton, frame, whatever you want to call it. Use it for crab pots. I've got a mate that comes picks them up, makes all fish sauces and stuff, so this is going in the bag. Right, now for skinning, like I said, we've got these brisket knives here, nice and long, quite flexible as well. We're going to put the knife in about an inch away from the tail. You lose a little bit of meat, but this gives you a bump to hold onto. And then what we're doing, we've got the knife stationary and we're pulling the fillet through the knife. If we sit there cutting, eventually you will cut through the skin. So I like to pull the skin through the knife. And that way you never cut through it and you get every bit of meat off that fillet. Again, about an inch off. Got that little bump there to hold on to. Work your way in a little bit and then start pulling the fillet through the knife. Same thing. No meat left on that. There's no skin left on the fillet. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Let me know if you'd like me to do any more sort of tips like this as well. Have a good one. Yo!